Hi, it's Claire, your intuitive reader. Am I reading your story? Let's find out. Sorry about my voice. If you're new to the channel, you will think this is my normal voice. Welcome. I hope you stay for the story. If you're returning, I'm so happy to see you guys. It's been wonderful interacting with you guys in the lives and through the very emotional messages I've been getting lately. So it's great to see you guys, and let's get to the story. I hope you're all doing well. I want to give you a big hug. I want to give you a big kiss. And let's get started on this great story, because it is. I'm getting some great energy from you guys, and it's emotional for me. I mean, like, I know I'm an emotional person. I've tried to shut it down over the years because people are like, wow, you care a little too much. And I'm like, yeah, I do. And that gets me hurt. But it also has me in a position where I have the most close relationships that people could imagine, because I do risk getting hurt. So you got one, which is assertion. This is some fiery energy. It's in the first house. I don't know much about houses. I'm still learning, but maybe you do. And number 11, 11th house. And this is Aquarius energy. What I love about this is that this assertion and then detachment. So it's kind of like you have a drive, you have a direction you want to go, but you're being very, very purposeful about which direction you're going, which is incredible. So I don't know if you can see this, but on this person's head, it's all into different areas. So you're taking like very specific areas of your passion, like how you think. You're like, okay, I'm really passionate about music, so I'm going to really be assertive about that. I'm going to really push that. I'm going to use my passion. But I'm also really connected to animals, so I'm not going to be assertive. So I'm going to use different parts of myself to be assertive and other parts to not be. And this is very logical. This is very directed and honed energy. And what I loved about this is then I pulled some tarot cards to get a little more clarity on the reading. And you got the Sun and the Magician. To me, these are basically the same cards. You have the Sun here, which is assertion. This moving forward into this energy. So kind of like this fire and logical energy, using the water as a way to transmute that. And then you have detachment, using your brain, using all the parts of you and being very precise about them, just like the magician who alchemizes, using the different components and properties in their exact way so that they can create. Also, you've got a lot of ones. So far here we have 1, 1, 1, 1. That is a lot of ones. That's a lot of that forward moving energy. And even in here, you have a 1 in the middle. So that's 5 ones. And then you have 2 10s, which is 2 more ones. So that's a total of 7 ones. That is a lot of energy, like moving through the completion of something and starting anew, and then moving through the cycle again and starting anew, just over and over again, and doing it with really focused energy. So let's see where that goes. I love that. The last time I talked to you guys through a video, not live, I got emotional because your energy, I really wanted to make sure you knew why I was here. And a lot of you responded very positively. And I do want you to know, like, I'm here because it feels good. The days I don't post, it's either because I physically can't or because I'm not feeling like the energy coming through with the message that I want to give to you guys. It's important that this card has actually come out multiple times. So it was supposed to. 7 of coins, which is the 7 of pentacles. This is more fire energy. And I love this because, again, we have the Sun energy, this fire energy, just like in the Sun. And below it, that fire is manifesting you've been working hard using this, and you're using your discernment to separate it into different areas of manifestation. You are being very discerning about where you put this energy, put this fire. So this is just over and over again the same, like you're using almost a scientific formula to alchemize. You're realizing that that's really important. Like, you're like, well, I put all this effort, this hard work, this passion, this time into into this endeavor, and the universe has been telling you that's great. You know, yeah, I get it. You're very assertive. You've got a lot of passion and drive. You work really hard, but where is the detachment, the discernment, the separation into these areas that you're supposed to focus in? Because magicians don't just like sit there and put a whole bunch of stuff in a pot. No, instead they have a recipe. They craft it over and over. They like perfect it. And that's what you're doing in your life. And if you're not yet, you will. And so you got the 10 of Pentacles for doing this. Like, this is the outcome, generational wealth. You were working hard to bring this in. And you're moving from the 7 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles really quickly. That's great, because you got it. You got the formula right. You're like, oh, okay, I finally get it. You got the Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck. To me, this is saying, of course, to me, this is saying that you are, you know, you've got your wand, and you're now mixing the passion into the formula. So you're like, okay, but I had the equation down right. I had the correct amount of ingredients. Like, if you're baking cookies, you have to know how much baking soda or baking powder. I don't know if they're both in there. But, and the correct amount of flour, and the correct amount of sugar, and the correct amount of butter, or whatever you use for your cookies. And you were like, oh, okay, I've got it. And the cookies were good. And this is just an example. It could be anything. It could be a painting. It could be tarot reading. It could be writing a song. You had all the right words. You had all the right components. You just didn't have the passion behind it. So now you're taking your passion and you're adding it to these ingredients. Oh my gosh. And so underneath you have the Queen of Cups. Wait, no, the Queen of Coins. So you have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is amazing. So you're like bringing in the 3D. Like I said, here's all these different parts, and you're bringing them in and mixing your passion with what you know, the components of this. Those work. Those have always worked, but they just haven't had that special little thing where somebody's like, oh my gosh, I've got to eat another one of those cookies. I've got to see another one of those paintings. I've got to hear another song by that person. I've got to read another story by that person. Or I am blanking on anything not creative in that component. So cooking. Why can't I think of anything else people do? Building stuff. Making a business. All these components, because these are coins too. So this could be money. You are realizing that if you mix what you know about finance in with your passion and your instincts and your drive, and you see the light and the dark, the light and dark in your energy, and you go, oh, okay, I'm getting little instincts to invest here. You're mixing those things together, and they are creating amazing stuff. And this is bringing in, you might be working with a group of people. Sorry, my voice is cracking. These are cups. So there's a joy about this. So it's very important, like along with the passion, you have joy. Like when we're cooking and we want to make something, and we're putting in that love, and we're putting in that joy, or into our paintings, or into our songs, into our stories. If we put that heart of who we are into it, it creates abundance for everyone involved. Okay. So let's see what else we have. Let's see what else we have for your energy. I hope you guys are doing great. I'm so loving being around you guys. Oh, I love this. Okay. So this is the Three of Wands. And to me, this is showing you are seeing it. You've made, so Two of Wands, what I've recently seen the connection from another tarot reader, is that the Two of Wands is the question and the Three of Wands is the the answer to the question. And see, what I see here is you have staked your claim and you're using your passion and you're realizing that the answer was always there. You just had to reach for it. You had to climb the ladder. Maybe that's a career message. You had to climb the ladder and find the right components along with the right amount of passion, with the right amount of money, all the things in the 3D world, but also who you were. You had to feel this passion. It had to be fueling you to reach higher, to reach as high as you could. Like, now you're saying that there are no limits to your creation, no limits to who you are. So you're reaching for that star. Yeah, maybe we will get the star. So let's see. Queen of, oh wow, we did get the Queen of Cups. My gosh, this is amazing energy. So you got the Queen of Cups, and I've actually never pulled this card. It's very pretty. Queen of Cups, Queen of Coins, which is Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and I'm wearing the Empress. I see that as kind of a sign. There is a lot of, the queens represent the feminine energy. That does not mean male or female. That means creation. That means fertility. That means bringing something into the world. And so with all these different queens, with me and with the Magician here being the feminine energy in this deck, this is showing me that you are using that creation, like we were talking about, that recipe, that perfect color scheme in your painting, that perfect, opening to your book or to your poem, just has all of a sudden everything's there. You're having this now. It is coming to light. You are having celebration. You are having the Ten of Cups. This is great. And this all is because, like we started at the beginning, I think we had 7 wands. And we had 2 completions and starting over. It's like you're really moving forward. You're discerning where you want to put your fight. Like, we can fight about everything, but is it worth it? Pick your battles. When you pick your battles, you will have strength in going in the direction. Maybe you've been getting distracted because, all the stuff that's been going on, you're like, your mind is racing and you haven't been focusing on one, area in particular. It's just been going and going, like your boat's stuck in a whirlpool. And you were fighting that feeling because it was scary. It was like, oh my gosh, that feeling is going to pull me under. But then you just like sunk into it and felt like, oh, okay, I'm not going to drown in my own whirlpool. I have to realize that I'm creating this whirlpool. I'm letting things get to me instead of being discerning about what I'm focusing on. And once you did, you moved forward, because like we have the 2 wands here and then moving forward into the 1 with that assertion. You are deciding, like if any of you have children, you got to pick your battles. It's not important if my child colors their hair, as long as they're being a good person. Okay, I did say this, that I thought we might get the star. So you are reaching for the star. Like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. Like, this energy, and I know I keep saying like, I'm from California, sorry about that. But look at this. You like are reaching for the star and you are creating. I love this story. I love this fairy tale. I want to know whose fairy tale this is. I want to know who was lost battling every monster that came along. you know, battling every single one that came along, and then realizing, wait a minute, I have smooth sailing. I don't need to deal with this energy. I can turn my back on it. I can be detached. I can be this individual, and I can create because I am an individual and I am choosing how to interact in my life so that I can create. I love that. Oh my gosh, I love this energy. Like, let me clarify the star, but I think that, you know, I think that is a great place to end the energy, but I would like to see, because you never know. Okay, yeah, so just to clarify, so whenever I get this card, it is the 10 of Swords. But whenever I get this card, especially after something like the Star and all this amazing energy like the 10 of Pentacles and these multiple queens and the Sun, to me this is saying, if you were to take all these together, you could actually create a big star. It would look like the sun, and you could use it. I see this as, and it's a 10, so this is another 1. This is the ending to things bothering you. You're grabbing them instead, and you are using them to as your magic wands. You are transmuting your trauma, the things that have hurt you, and you are using them to move forward, to create the star, to create this idea, to move this forward, because you clearly see that all this aggression towards you doesn't have to be responded to. You can actually use this as a tool to create the passion. See, look, I just love the symmetry here with all these, with these wands, I mean, not wands, with these swords, they look like the spikes here. They look like the rays of the sun. So you are using those to move forward. I think that's great. You are incredible. You are an incredible star magician. And, you know, you have like 3 of the 4 queens. You have the 10 of Pentacles. Like, this is incredible. Way to go. Way to go, really focusing in your energy. You've got this. I mean, you know it somewhere within yourself. You've just got to believe. Just reach higher. Keep reaching higher. Don't let the world hold you down. Use that as your passion to move forward. So if this was your story, it was a wonderful story and I loved it so much. If it wasn't your story, then come back. You know, I might be reading your story next time. I loved hearing stories as a kid, and a lot of them had nothing to do with me, but they did give me like a parable about a certain situation that I would come upon, and then I'd be like, oh, okay, now I can make sense of this. Storytelling and communing with others about storytelling and our perspective is so vital to this world, understanding that we are all one. We are all part of this world. We all have to work together in order to create, you know, our dream world. We have to believe in our star so that we can all come together in the beautiful galaxy we're in, this beautiful universe we're in. We are all just stars together, lighting up the sky. We don't have to dampen anyone's star to make ours shine brighter. The brighter we shine, the more we illuminate all that's around us and all that's beautiful. So I love you guys, and I will talk to you again soon. Oh, like, subscribe, comment, share, turn on that little notification. I love you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.